What if I told you that in just a few months you won't be able to tell what's real from what's fake? Not because you're gullible, but because technology itself will make it impossible. This isn't science fiction, it's happening right now with OpenAI's brand new app, SORA 2. SORA 2 is being called the next revolution in media, but others say it's the beginning of the end of reality. Why? Because SORA 2 can take a simple sentence, a text prompt, and turn it into a realistic full-motion video that looks like it was shot on a Hollywood camera. It can add dialogue, ambient sound, physics-based motion, even make people move naturally through space with shadows and reflections that fool your brain. That alone is powerful, but OpenAI didn't stop there. The company introduced something called Cameo Mode, where you can upload your face and voice and instantly star in any video you imagine. You can be in a superhero movie. You can appear in a music video. You can give a TED Talk that never actually happened. It's fun, it's creative, and it's terrifying.
Oh no! Oh my God! What is happening?
Because here's the dark truth. If you can put yourself in any video, someone else can too. That means anyone can make a version of you, saying things you never said, doing things you never did, in places you've never been. And unless you have an army of lawyers and digital forensics experts, you'll have no way to prove it's fake. That's the danger of SORA 2. It's not just another AI tool. It's the beginning of a world where truth becomes optional. OpenAI insists it's ready for that challenge. They claim SORA 2 is safe. Every video has a digital watermark and invisible metadata. They say you can request removal if your likeness is used without consent. They say they've tested it for bias, violence, and misinformation. But here's what they don't say out loud. No watermark will stop a viral fake. No removal request can unsee a scandal. And no AI filter can catch everything. Already, online testers have found ways to trick SORA 2's filters, creating realistic clips of politicians, celebrities, and even private citizens in fake interviews and fake news events. Some users uploaded deepfakes of themselves, then watched as the model accidentally recreated them in other prompts. The AI remembered their faces from training data, even after deletion. So what happens when millions of people use this tool? What happens when we flood the internet with billions of videos that look real but aren't? We're about to find out. Critics are calling this the deepfake apocalypse. Journalists are calling it the death of evidence. Artists are calling it creative theft at scale. Because SORA 2 learned from us, from public videos, social media clips, movies, and creators' work. It digested our world and now spits out a new one that looks identical. That's not innovation. That's imitation on steroids. OpenAI, of course, disagrees. They say this is about empowering creativity. They say SORA 2 will help independent filmmakers, marketers, and educators tell stories without big budgets. And that part might be true. A small creator could now make a short film that looks like a blockbuster. A teacher could generate a virtual field trip to ancient Rome. A startup could produce cinematic ads without a single camera. That's amazing. That's the dream of technology, to level the playing field. But at what cost? Because let's be honest, most people won't use this tech to educate or create art. They'll use it to go viral. And virality thrives on emotion, not truth. Fake outrage, fake scandals, fake news. Imagine this. A video surfaces online showing a famous athlete admitting to cheating. It spreads to millions before anyone verifies it's AI-generated. Sponsors pull deals. Fans turn away. By the time the truth comes out, the damage is permanent. That's the world SORA 2 is ushering in. And OpenAI knows this. That's the part that makes it controversial. The company publicly talks about responsible deployment, but behind the scenes, it's racing to dominate the AI video space before Google,
Meta, or Runway gets there first. This isn't about ethics. It's about control. Control of the next frontier of media. Because whoever owns AI video owns the internet. They own advertising. They own entertainment. They own the pipeline of what the world sees and believes. Let's call it what it is. This is a battle for the truth economy, and truth is losing. Because once you can synthesize video as easily as typing a text message, the concept of seeing is believing dies overnight. In the next election, political ads might be generated in seconds, showing candidates in fake scandals or fake rallies. Misinformation campaigns will become indistinguishable from journalism. Even personal relationships will suffer. Imagine receiving a video of your partner doing something they never actually did. Would you believe them or the footage? SORA 2 makes that question horrifyingly real. And what about children and teens? In a world of hyper-real AI video, how do we protect minors from identity abuse, harassment, or AI-generated exploitation? Regulators aren't ready. Social platforms aren't ready. And the public, we're definitely not ready.
Of course, not everyone sees SORA 2 as a threat. Some call it the most important creative invention since the camera. They say this is liberation, a way for anyone to visualize imagination. And maybe they're right. Technology always starts controversial. The printing press, photography, the internet itself. At first, people panic. Then we adapt. Maybe we'll adapt to SORA 2. But the difference is this. None of those inventions blurred reality itself. They expanded it. They didn't erase it. SORA 2 doesn't just capture the world, it rewrites it. So where does that leave us? It leaves us in a world where your image is no longer yours, where evidence can be faked, where truth is negotiable. That's not a dystopia. That's tomorrow morning. Here's what needs to happen next. We need consent-first laws for AI likeness. We need transparency in how these models are trained. We need digital signatures on every AI-generated clip. And we need accountability, not just from users, but from the companies who unleash these tools. Because once Pandora's box is open, there's no closing it. So maybe the real question isn't, can we stop this? Maybe it's, can we survive it? Can we learn to live in a world where every video, every voice, every confession could be fake? Can we build systems strong enough to verify truth when lies are generated in 4K? Can we trust our eyes again? Because right now, that trust is disappearing frame by frame. SORA 2 is brilliant. It's beautiful. It's terrifying. It's the most exciting technology you'll ever fear. And it's a mirror, reflecting our obsession with creation and control. The question isn't what SORA 2 can do. The question is, what will we do with it? Because this tool can build a new creative renaissance, or destroy the very concept of truth. And that decision, for better or worse, is now in our hands. Welcome to the SORA era, where the line between imagination and deception no longer exists, and the future of reality itself depends on what we choose to believe.